I recently spoke with my friend Justus, who's in Uganda. Reverend Justus Miwanda is the Director of International Needs Uganda, one of our Global Compassion partners. We've been partnering with them for the past 12 years, first with HIV and AIDS, and more recently in the area of education. Now, last June, I had the great privilege of being in Uganda when they had the grand opening for the girls' dormitory, which was incredible. Now, right after the completion of that project, I heard both from our partner and also from all the boys in the school. They were wondering if we would be able to help them with their great need of a boys' dormitory. And so that's what we've been working on for this past season. So in February, we actually saw the organization do their groundbreaking ceremony. And so that started in February. And as we all know, soon after that is when the pandemic really started to take place. And so it was really incredible what God was able to do with this. He actually allowed them to have all the materials in place that they needed for the next season. They invited the construction team to stay on site and actually isolate on campus. And so because of that, we've been able to see this construction continue. It never stopped during the pandemic, which is so cool. And so the progress of this dormitory is just going so fast. And so we're really excited about that. So I want to include and invite you to hear more from Justus and what he has to say with what else is going on in Uganda.
Hello, Justus. It's wonderful to see you. I am so grateful that I can see you and hear you and that we can get an interview to the people of Crossroads. So welcome.
Thank you very much. And I thank God for this technology that can help us to communicate in spite of the distance between us.
Yes. You said it's around 7,000 kilometers. That's a long ways, but you feel close right now.
Yes. Yes.
So why don't you share with us, many people from our church know you and have either been to Uganda or met you when you came to Crossroads. So let us know what is happening in your country in terms of COVID. How are you guys responding and doing?
Yeah, at the moment, we have 1,200 cases, or we have had 1,230 positive cases. Out of that, 1,070 have been treated, they have recovered and have been discharged. And in the last 2 weeks, we have experienced our first deaths, and there have been 5 deaths. That was really scary to us. It really shook people and woke them up. Some of them had started being laxed about it. But we are thankful to God for the protection. And for the churches and schools are still closed. They are open 50%. So you know our matatu taxis, they are 14 seaters, but now they can only take 7 people, plus the driver and the conductor make 9. And then the border, the famous motorcycles, they started only this last week. They have been on restriction. So there's life going on. The markets, the public revolving markets, these are still closed, but the supermarkets and shopping malls and arcades were opened only last week. So again, to control the infections. And at our place in Buyikwe, unfortunately, Buyikwe district has been earmarked as a risky district because of the highway from Kenya, Nairobi, which goes through Buyikwe. And there are 2 famous stopping areas in Buyikwe district. And the truck drivers stop there and then interact with people. And this, but also we have Kihindi, the fishing village. It is a connection to Rwanda, to Kenya, and Tanzania. And that also causes a high risk of infection to our people. But we are glad that we are following up the restrictions to control the infections. Mm-hmm. At the school, because we have been graciously blessed by our donors, the sponsorship money still comes. And because of that, we have money to print educational materials to give to our students. So this helps them not to sit at home and forget any academics and to use their brains a bit. So we are glad about that. We have done this 1 round. We are going to do another round at the end of this month and beginning of next month. For the churches, you can imagine most of the pastors in Uganda and in Africa, they depend on their congregations. Crossroads has given some money, relief money to support our staff and pastors. So we are going to buy food and give to all our pastors and all our staff. And then the other part we shall use to buy more educational materials and distribute to our students through our teachers and the village local administrations. They help us to do the distribution. So we are glad about that. However, there are some good news, some good things that we have seen happen. For example, I'm very much encouraged by my health center staff, the medical team, that they have been available 100% of their time. They have given to help people in the village, especially around Kiyindi. And in January, we are blessed by an ambulance. And this has been a very great blessing for the community with 19. So I want to thank all of you who are supporting us. And then the other thing that has happened that has been positive is the construction of the boys' dormitory. You see, when the lockdown was announced, we had received the money already. So the constructor and the builders were pitching camp at our site. So the work went on very fast, and that was a positive thing for us. So we are sure that before the end of the year, we should be done with this, somehow done. So again, thank you very much for supporting us and for praying for us and for standing with us during this time.
I hope you enjoyed that update from Justus. He's such a great friend to so many of us. Now I would just ask that you would join Uganda and international teams in praying for them. If you could just be praying as Justus has asked us, praying for the nation of Uganda, praying for the international needs staff, praying for all the students there on the campus as they're away from the campus right now, and then also for funding for the various programs that they desire to really see go forward. Thank you so very much.